Also, don't hurt your ankle.
You might not look a little easy.
Oh, no edge on that one. You need some dramatic music playing. That hand's not really working out for you very well.
Uh-oh.
That's time.
Good try though, bud.
Alright, no other takers?
Alrighty, we are still at Devil's Backbone, and this place is awesome. Moose Jaw Outfitters is here this weekend, and they're doing Trail Magic, and we're getting ready to be a part of a video for Trail Magic, which is kind of awesome because we're going to get a free meal out of the deal. So we're excited about that. We're getting ready to get things set up here.
Alright. Let's get Alright, so we'll do a dry run. You know, I'm not gonna run so heavy, you guys can be bored, and then I'll say hand food, and I want you guys to like, so you know, just heavy size, kind of check in. Meander's pretty good. I'll signal to Ruben, he'll kind of come in, like, look, do a thump, and then you guys just. Alright. So we're rolling.
Pause.
This is a nice food, yeah, don't mind. Alright. And surprise in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome, guys. Awesome.
All right, we are still at Devil's Backbone Base Camp Brew Pub in Meadows. We've been here most of the day, and just going to show you things around here a little bit. There's the campfire circle. That's really nice. That's the first time I've walked actually up to it. Devil's Backbone Brewing Company, established 2008. They have a fire here, I think, every night. This nice, really big building here, you can't see it. It's obscured by the trees. That's the place where we go to eat, and it's really good food. Pricey, but it's worth it. The food is really good. They told me the steak that I had last night grew up about 5 miles from here, so they've got local beef. Alrighty, we took an extra day in Waynesboro. You see the water coming down the driveway right here. It's a mess. And I'm kind of thankful to not be camping in this mess. But we're back on the trail tomorrow, but I think the rain's going away, we hope. We'll be prayerful that it is. And, oh, there comes the other folks, back across the street from the Mexican place. It is kind of handy that most of the places we've stayed have had a Mexican restaurant within walking distance. And that's pretty daggum awesome in my book. Anyway, back to the Holiday Inn Express. Get our stuff packed up and ready to roll out of here tomorrow. Well, we're back on trail after a long weekend. Gavin and I came into Devil's Backbone on Thursday night, stayed there, had a great meal. Friday we met up with Angel and Bullfrog. They came on in, and we pretty well just hung around the place most of the day on Friday, waiting on Bullfrog's sister Becca to come and pick us up, and she did. We've been in Waynesboro all weekend. We stayed Friday night and Saturday night at the Super right there in Waynesboro. It was a good place. Wi-Fi was not stellar. I didn't get many videos uploaded, but tried. And Butters and So It Goes were in town. It was raining hard yesterday all day long. We were not feeling hiking, so before Becca left, we had her to drop us across the street at the Holiday Inn Express. And we met back up with Butters and So it goes for the evening. They're hiking out of Waynesboro today. We came back south to Reed Gap where we left off. So we'll see them in a day or so, I think. Just depends on how far we all go on a daily basis. But we just weren't feeling hiking in the rain yesterday. It's kind of overcast and nasty today, but I think the rain's going to burn off until maybe some storms this afternoon. And with luck, we'll be where we're going anyway. So we'll hope that we can do that anyway and not have to hike in the rain or set up in the rain. It's going to be interesting. I've got a new tent. We had a company, Moose Jaw Mountaineering. It's I guess mostly online. I don't know whether they have brick and mortar or not, but they sell outdoor gear. I bought some things there before. And they were set up at Devil's Backbone Brewery this weekend doing giveaways and that sort of thing. And one of the contests that they had was the heaviest tent. So, you know, the hiker that had the heaviest tent won a prize. Well, my tent got rained on Thursday night and it was absolutely soaking wet. And it's not the lightest tent anyway. It weighs a little over 3 pounds. But yeah, my tent weighed in about 5 pounds, 5.5. So I won a new tent. It's a Nemo Hornet 2-person tent. It's about a pound lighter, half a pound lighter than what I've had. So I had Becca to send my tent home, and we'll give this new one a go this trip and see how it goes. If I don't like it, I can always swap it back out at the house. Beth can bring it up when she comes to Harper's Ferry here in a week or so. We'll sort of see how it goes, but it's the same tent that Bullfrog's using, so I think he's pretty happy with his, so hope I'll be happy with mine too. But anyway, we're going up the trail. Should have a fairly easy trek today, we hope. So far it's been really nice. It's been flat and, you know, the trail's not been too terribly muddy. That's the one thing we're worried about today, more than rocks, is having to go through mud, because it's been raining hard for the last couple of 3 days. Of course, at home it flooded. There was like 15 inches of rain since Friday. So we've not had quite that kind of rain here, but it's still been kind of rainy. But anyway, we're going up the trail and we'll talk to you soon. Hello, we're climbing over rocks today. Yippee, wet rocks. And this is really awesome. We got this bubbling spring. I'm sure it's really being fed right now by all the rainfall that we've had in the last few days. But and this is the loudest and hardest running springish looking thing. Of course, it's just running down. There's rocks there, and it's running down under the rocks, coming out right there. We don't need water right now, but man, that would be a great place to get some. But I'm holding up traffic, so let me walk on up the road if I can do this without breaking my neck. Would be?
See if they can do that without breaking their necks.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Here we come. Be careful, everybody. We love you. Oh, they got this. Just be careful on the slippery, slick rocks. We're all good. All right, we're going up the trail. Charge, ready to be done with these rocks, but they may be with us for a while. Who knows? They wouldn't be bad if they weren't slick, because these are the good rocks. These are the ones that you can actually step from rock to rock on and not even have to get down in the cracks and crevices. But the fact that they are slick because of the rain adds a whole new element to the hike today.
Yep. Somebody's already wiped out twice.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Bullfrog's already gone down twice, but he's all right. No blood, no harm, no foul. So anyway, on up the road. Wow. So we're dealing with the after effects of rain today, and the water is everywhere. Isn't that pretty? This is a nice solid rock face right there, and we got water tumbling down. Bullfrog says I need to walk up the trail and even get some other sights. Angel's going to fill up right here. That's the process. You just stick your water bottle under there and try not to fall on your face. Yeah. He said there's another one up the way. Maybe it's better.
Keep moving.
Yep. All right, we're going to walk on up here and see the other one.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got up here. Man, it's been a nice day so far today. The temperature is awesome. It's not raining at the moment. Oh, wow. Nice. Well, I need to get going so Angel can get water. So, anyway, there's some more waterfall. And there's the water over the trail. And awesome. So that's what we got today, and it's been a beautiful day. We are happy to be marching in line together today, staying close, and we're laughing and talking and having a good time. I landed right there. So this is a nice gushing waterfall because of all the rain. You need a hand? Here, hang on a minute. Let me put this down and I'm gonna give her a hand. What's that?
You may have to listen to that one.
Oh yeah? Yeah, okay. I'll check that one and edit it. I stopped recording, I think. So anyway, this is all rainfall here, I think. Maybe this, no, this is always there because there's a little way for it to go down. But I know it's enhanced by all the rainfall. And that's nice. Man, lots of water features today. And we got a little bitty, yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Man, that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna lose my spot in line, so I better get back on the road. But I did want to show you this.
I won't swear to this, but I think this is been built up.
Maybe. Yeah. It does look like it's had some help here. Well, that's probably where they've done trail maintenance right there, would be my guess, to let it go over the trail and not have to trudge through it so much. But wow, this has been a beautiful walk today. And
Poison ivy all in through here.
yeah, all this is. Yep, we got poison oak, poison ivy. I never knew the difference, but it's got 3 leaves, so I leave it alone. But anyway, good walk today. Not too much up and down, thankfully, knock on wood. The rocks have been slick, but manageable. So we'll keep on getting it up the road and make some miles and some smiles. Smiles are more important. Alrighty, we'll try to get Angel to climb up there so that we can get a sense of the scale of this thing, but that rock's really just balanced there. It's pretty cool. First one of those we've seen, I think, in a while.
Basically my height.
Basically, yeah. No, I think it's taller.
I think it's taller.
I think you need to climb up there and see.
I think it's like 7 feet up.
Yeah, I think you couldn't reach the top of it. That would be a great picture.
Yes. Go
No.
up there, climb it.
No? Oh, darn it. All right, we're going on down the trail slowly. Man, these rocks, bless them. They wouldn't be horrible if they weren't slippery, or if I had 2 hands on my poles. So I think I probably better do that before I break my neck. Then nobody would be here to shoot videos for you. Hey, look at this. Angel's got,
Gray hair?
no, not gray hair. It's just the water droplets, the fine mist that we've been walking through today have settled on our head.
Looks like gray hair.
It's not gray hair. You're too young for gray hair. Anyway, this is where a view would be. Pretty sure there's a tree. But we just came out and actually we got a little bit of a brightening of the skies, and I'm sure that's where a view would be if we were not completely socked in the clouds. And that's just kind of the way of it today. We're thankful that we're not getting rained on. And we're not going to see a whole heck of a lot today, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, do we? Coming? We're going. Okay. Well, let me hang up and we'll go past the peoples then. But yeah, this is certainly where a view would be if the weather were not socked in. But it's all good. We're having a great hike and we're laughing. And that's important. And walking through mud. Cool.
Guess what?
Alrighty, so this is more than ankle deep. And I guess the right way to go at Angel went to the right of it. And Bullfrog's trying to drain it. Thank you, bud. I know the people behind us will appreciate that. So awesome, the Appalachian River and rock slide. Well, this tree's got a nice little hole in it. See there? Can't see much down in there. Something's probably gonna come flying out at me. But that's kind of neat. First one of those I've seen. I'm gonna go down this little rock face right here very carefully. There we go. We've actually had a few hundred feet of trail for a little bit, but we've not been climbing slippery rocks too much. But it's gonna be a good day for hiking. What's gonna be really bad is if the sun comes out tomorrow when it gets hot, it's gonna be humid like nobody's business for a while. But we'll deal with it when it comes. It'll be what it'll be. We'll make the best of it because that's what we do. We're having fun. And now we're having rocks. Well, our flat trail turned into a rocky climb, but this is what we're looking at here. Boy, this is tall. huge rock formation. And sort of get me back up and give you some sense of the scale here. There's Angel and Bullfrog right in front of it. Gavin's out in front of us again. And he's comfortable with that, so that works for us. Boy, this is an awfully pretty area here. You could camp here, there's no water, but it would be a rather peaceful place to set up for a night. But not us and not tonight. We're trying to figure out what this is on Bullfrog's hat. If I were him, I'd look out with my tongue and just go get it. If he's really the bullfrog that he says he is.
Can I take this off and see now? Cool.
Oh, there it went. Sorry, bud. We're taking a video. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a rock wall right back over here. We just noticed it. We were standing here and that was kind of interesting. I was going to look in the guidebook to see what's going on with that. And my phone's got a drop of water underneath the case, so I'm going to have to fix that. So we'll look it up and see where we are in just a little bit. Alrighty, so we're trying to figure out what we just walked up on, because these straps up here in the trees, I don't know what they're here for, but there's a rope that goes all the way up through here. We're not exactly sure why, but sure is a bunch of heavy stuff. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So maybe they're working on trail maintenance right here. We got a lot of water right here. Obviously, they've been doing something right in that spot because it's beat down from underbrush and such. Yeah, I guess that's probably for cradling rocks. Lots of water coming off the mountain today because of the rain that we've had. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to resupply my water. Whether this is the right spot or not. But anyway, we're going to go on up the road, but I do want to show you that. That's nice. Lots of water. Something we've not had tons of in the last weeks or so. Yeah, definitely this is for trail maintenance because there's a huge pile of rocks right down here. And the best we can figure is they're kind of hoisting them up there. There's a little ladder that they can get up and do whatever maintenance to the ropes, I guess, that they need to do. This goes on up for a ways. That doesn't look like a climbing rope. But yeah, so that must be what that's all for, is they're actively working on this section, trying to install some steps and that sort of thing. So that's kind of neat. Back over here is a huge turnbuckle or something, tying it up. Let me see if I can get to it and show you. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, something interesting and we've not seen it before. Well, this is the view from the Appalachian Trail of Wintergreen Ski Resort. Somewhere. It's still socked in, as you can certainly tell. But I can only imagine what a nice view this would have been had the weather been nice, but we're good. It's cool. We got a nice breeze right here and we're not getting rained on. And our trail has not been horrible today. In fact, mostly it's been good except for a few errant rocks, but pretty flat, not much up, not much down. Just kind of punching along and climbing over some rocks and that sort of thing. That's kind of where we came from. Seeing that rigging though up in the trees was kind of neat, where they've been working on fixing the trail. It's the first time we've seen anything of the kind. And you know, our best guess is that's how you can't pick these rocks up and move them to make stairs out of. They've got to get them there somehow. And I guess that's what they do, is just kind of hoist them up and slide them down into place and then drop them. So thanks to the folks that are working on the trail for us. We appreciate it. Well, this is our view for this afternoon. The sun's trying really hard to push the fog out. You can kind of see it moving around down there. And right now I'm actually casting a shadow for the first time today, just in the last few minutes. So maybe the wind and the sun will work together and push all the fog out, and maybe we'll get a bigger view a little later on, because I know this would be a nice one out here on these rocks. It's pretty cool. I'll just kind of give you a turnaround here. It reminds me a lot of Rocky Face. Kind of neat. There's Angel's feet, there's Angel, and there's some trees. So that's kind of the 360 of what we're seeing right now. But the most impressive thing is seeing that fog bank come in. And watching it just kind of take over right there. So this guy's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see the shininess of those spots, but that's just truly remarkable.
Limbo.
Oh, there he is.
I think he wins the limbo contest.
Yep, that's really neat. He's going after an ant, going after the ant, going after the ant, going after the ant. Get the ant, get the ant, get the ant. Get the ant, it's right in front of you. Do you eat ants? Apparently not, because the ant just crawled in front of his mouth. Lost him. Ah, there he is. Wow, that is awesome. I don't know if that's a red eft or not. That's the first one of these little guys I've seen. There's little spots on there. I don't think you can see how iridescent they are on the video. But it's a cool little guy. He's not but about 3 or 4 inches long. His body's probably 1.5 inches or 2 in tail. Kind of cool. Oops, sorry about that. Nippy little varmint. Well, we just came upon another rock wall. So we're all trying to figure out where that came from and why it's here. It's kind of neat. There's a big rock in it right there. But this is substantial. Wow, this thing keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hey, Angel. You'll stand beside that wall.
Yeah. Look at the size of this thing. It's almost 4.5 feet tall.
Nope.
No, we're just trying to get some scale.
Yep.
And take a picture of a beautiful lady. Smile.
So I'm 5'1", if that tells you anything about how high this wall is.
It was about 4 feet tall.
Love y'all.
Uh-huh. But yeah, this is really kind of neat. And it just keeps going. I mean, and it really gets tall up that way. Interesting.
Dang.
Things that make you go, hmm. Well, this is our first. That is a Ursus americanus. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty awesome. That's the first one. And he's not in my food bag, so I'm okay with that. And he's coming up towards the trail. Nice. So I guess we're going to stand here for a little bit. I lost him behind the bushes there. Well, I don't see him again. Oh, there he comes behind that tree.
Bear, don't come this way.
Yeah, Gavin, whoa.
Hey, Gavin.
Negative.
Yep.
That thing is bigger than you and has teeth. Don't get too close.
Yeah, we're admonishing Gavin to take a close-up video from where he is and stand still. That's pretty cool. That's the first one. We're not even in the Shenandoahs yet. That's where we were supposed to see all the bears. And, you know, I really sort of thought they were supposed to run more than this. Seems rather content. Actually, I'm not really sure what he's doing, but he may be answering that age-old question.
I wonder if we walk forward as a group, they'll... Yep.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna play this by ear and see how this goes. Yeah, definitely. You wanna put Gavin in the middle?
Gavin. Come stand in front of me.
Because we said so. All right.
All right, Bear. Time for you to give us some room. There you go.
Hey, bud.
All right, that's gonna work. Awesome.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a nice day.
You're really cute, but you can stay over there. I don't need a hug.
Yes, definitely.
Bye. Toodles. Thanks.
Wow, that's awesome. My food back. Towards the Well, there he is again, or she. We're not really sure which. Right down off the trail there.
I just saw another one. Like I've seen like.
Yeah, we think this is the same one.
Oh, maybe it's the same one.
Yeah, because he ran off the trail down the hill.
Bye, buddy.
All right, so this is really interesting. I don't know if you can hear the water running. And here's our trail. But the water is running underneath these rocks right here, deep in the ground. And somewhere it'll come to ground. But we've passed several places like that. This is the loudest by far. Oh, right there's where it's popping out. Right there's a place where it's coming to ground. Of course, it's right on the trail, go figure. But that's just the coolest thing. I never thought about that before, that you know, a lot of these mountain streams run underground just because the ground is rocky and there's plenty of places for water to flow there. So that's been kind of an interesting education for me. So anyway, on up the trail. Got about 4 miles to go, maybe 5. Not too bad. Hopefully we'll have a section of trail that we can actually stride out in instead of having to rock hop all day. We haven't moved very fast, but it's not that hard either. So just have to be careful where we step not to get a slick rock. And we'll touch base with you in a little bit. Wow, I would never have seen this. Good eyes bullfrog. Gavin boogered it. He walked past it. I guess that's where the Keebler elves live. That's pretty neat. Somewhere I do think we passed a tree that's got like a Keebler elf door at the bottom of it. I really do think that's somewhere. I've seen it in somebody's videos. So anyway, we're finally at a place where, knock on wood, we can stride out and walk a little bit. Never mind. My bad. No, maybe we're going to be okay for a little while. We don't have too far to go to bed. Whoa! Oh, Mom. Careful.
Did we get that on video?
From the top down. I didn't get the bottom. Angel just had a slip off the trail there. But she's okay. She's okay. We love her. She's our trail mom. She keeps us in line and is sometimes the voice of reason. Sometimes I'm the voice of reason, being the old fart. I'm not sure that anybody's the voice of reason sometimes. But we did have the sense enough to close our ranks when we saw the bear. So somebody was thinking there. It's kind of neat. We were meeting a couple of southbound hikers. They're the ones who called our attention to the bear because I don't really think we would have seen it. It was really quiet. And we'd have probably just walked right past it. But they were stopped and pointed out the bear. So the bear wasn't moving. We decided, okay, we're all going to move together as a group. Those two guys were moving forward. We were all four moving forward and meeting in the middle, right kind of where the bear was. So it's either a group effort of not scaring not getting attacked by the bear, or an instance of never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. I'm not really sure which one it was, but we made it past the bear 3 times and didn't get eaten. And that's a good thing. So we're heading up the trail. We'll talk to you soon. Well, there's our pipe for the spring, but this is what's feeding the pipe spring. So I don't think we need a pipe right now. I think we could just fill up right there. The rain has really helped out the water supply today, but I just filled up both my bottles, so I'm good. I'm just hoping that when we get to the shelter later tonight, that we'll have as water as good as that when we get there. And I think we will. So we'll see how it goes as we go up. I think that means we're 4 miles from shelter. So a couple hours at the most, maybe less. We're hoping for maybe an hour and a half if the train will keep up on us and we can stride out a little bit. So, yeah, and if we don't walk down a creek the rest of the trip, because right now that's what we're doing. We're going to go down here and find this pipe and be right beside of it, maybe through it. Bullfrog's digging out right there behind this water bar so that the water will drain out a little bit. That's pretty cool. I guess I could actually aim the camera at what he's doing. That helps a lot. Yeah, that helps an awful lot. That just cut the flow of water down the trail anyway a little bit. And there he goes again. He's a good guy. All right, heading on up. We'll talk to you soon. Well, this is sort of an unexpected waterfall. It seems to be coming out underneath that tree right up there. And it's just falling right over this rock. And I'm sure a lot of that's just because of the rain that we've had the last couple of days. But it's running down the trail for 100 yards or so right there. We've been just kind of walking through that. Thankfully the rocks are tall enough that you can stand on the rocks and not get your feet wet. But boy, that sure is beautiful. Well, again, hiking the trail after a rainstorm. Nice. I'm guessing this is not ordinarily here. But yeah, that river right there, or creek, or whatever you want to call it, that's our trail this afternoon. So we'll do the best we can to stay off to the side. I think Gavin's hollering that there's a place that you can't get by. We'll see. I can't really hear what he's saying. But boy, that water's running hard. That's pretty impressive. That's not even a creek, that's the trail. Wow. Oh, there's a slippery bridge up here. Oh boy, and I see what he's talking about now. Wow, look at that. And we'll be there in a minute. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get there and get across it. We'll give it a look here in a minute. We got to get across this bridge first. All right, bridge first. All right, I got the bridge done. And now, hey buddy, there's Hawkeye. Okay, man, the Appalachian Trail, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that special? Wow. Yeah, that's going to be a tough crossing. This water is really up. You can see that it's usually, I think, a bit of a stream, but not that much of one, I think. Wow. We're trying to figure out how we can get over or around this thing. Joel said, is that the trail? Yeah, we think it is. So let us ring off here and see if we can figure out a path over this or around it or whatever. We'll talk to you soon. Looks like we're going to the high side of it. Okay, my bad. Angel just reminded me I have not named the mountain stream of the day. And I guess this is going to have to be it. Even though it's actually not really the stream, it's the Appalachian Trail right now that we're going up. We're trying to go wide to the left. I may have to hang up from this and do something different, but we'll see what happens here. Bullfrog's up and through. Angel is going, Gavin's going. Gavin's going to make it through, I think. Yep, that's a good rock except for that one. That was not a good step. All right, I don't know where I'm going to step. I am fortunate that I've got longer legs. Uh-oh. Angel's got her trekking pole stuck. Here, let me have it. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I'm thinking this is not usually such a crossing, but it is today. Yeah, hold up a minute. I think Bullfrog's going to throw a rock. Atta boy.
Tell me I just... No. Sorry.
Alrighty then. So she's going to cross the river and open up a can on Bullfrog. And he's going to throw another rock. He's not done yet. That one's going to be the better rock.
Hold on. So you make that step and this.
All right, I'm going to turn this off right now because this may not end well. No, we'll leave it here. He's doing a good job of setting her up to cross. I haven't made my steps over these dead trees right here. Teamwork is a wonderful thing. And she's over. She is good. All right, definitely I'm going to turn this off to cross myself, so we'll talk to you soon. We're about 150 or 200 feet up at the trail, and here we go again. Wow. I think I can make this one right there. But yeah, this stream is just coming right down the trail. Isn't that nice? And we got a nice little rock pile over here. Let me see if I can step across and show you that. Yeah, right there it's gushing out from the rocks. Right there's where it's been coming through, and that's just all the runoff from the rain that we've had. It's feeding this thing. And we're all good. We're gonna head on up the road a bit. Hopefully this will pass in a little bit. I can stay over to the side of it mostly. I've only got my foot in once. I lost my balance right before the big crossing and stepped backwards into nothing but water. But it doesn't seem to have soaked through yet. So maybe there's a little bit of waterproofness in these shoes, who knows. Alrighty, we're gonna move on up. There's a sign up there for something. Probably says swimming not allowed. I don't know. Alrighty, Appalachian Trail North goes to the right, out of the river. Good thing we're not going to Humpback Rocks parking, because that's where the river continues to flow from. Wow, isn't that something? This is definitely the wettest the trail has been for us yet. It's pretty amazing. But we got this, it's all good. It's been a great day. It took us all day, but we finally got a little bit of a view. We're trying to decide whether it's going to storm. Whoops! Hey, that a boy. We're going to trying to figure out whether it's going to storm tonight or whether we're going to have a night without rain. We'll see what happens. I think I'm going to shelter regardless if there's room. We're about a mile from there, probably a little bit less, and we're heading on down. So this may be the last video of the day till we get to the shelter. But anyway, thought since we could see some mountains and some clouds and some city, or not city, but towns, country, whatever, thought I'd take a picture. Yeah, so we're heading that way. We'll talk to you soon. Well, we are approaching the Paul C. Wolfe shelter. I don't think you can see it yet. It's up there on the hill. But we got to get over this mess first. So this ought to be a real hoot. There's already a couple of folks tenting here. And I think I'm going to shelter here. But yeah, this ought to be a load of fun. I've managed so far to keep my feet mostly dry today. And I'm hoping that I can continue this process, but who knows? We're still trying to eyeball the best place to go over it. I'm not seeing it. Probably low down here. Let's go this way. All right, I'm gonna have to hang up my phone, but I'm gonna try to go across right there. So we'll see what happens. Well, this is the Paul Wolfe shelter. We have arrived and we've set up and we've eaten. Something I want to show you that's different about the shelters here in the Shenandoahs. They have bear poles here. So instead of throwing a bear line, they've got this rigid structure right here. There's a little hook that you can see leaning up against the pole that you hook your bear bag with and lift it up and catch it on one of the hooks up at the top. It's kind of a neat little system to keep the varmints out of the food. But anyway, we're going to settle in here and get ready for the bed here just shortly, but I thought I would show you one more video. And there's also some really cool mushrooms over here I wanted to show you. Some kind of a lichen or mushroom. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but maybe the first time I've seen it. Kind of cool. Thought I'd share it.